Over the last several months, I've shared with you that I'm trying to learn how to do options trading. So in this video, I'm going to share with you some of the things that I've learned about options trading. I'm going to actually perform a few trades on my Webull desktop app. I use the Webull app to be able to trade my options, and I think you're going to get a lot out of this video. Options trading is something that you want to make sure you do your homework first, and I'm going to share with you the strategy that I've chosen to use to begin my learning curve in the options trading world. Welcome to the channel. My name is Paris Clough, and this is Financial Self-Reliance. I absolutely love helping people manage, protect, and grow their money. I'd love it if you'd hit the like button and subscribe, especially if you get value out of this video. It will help the channel grow, and we will create more people that are financially literate and financially self-reliant. Okay, so the wheel strategy is the strategy that I chose to begin with. Of all the different option strategies that are out there, this one made the most sense to me. I didn't understand, the eagles and the condors and the straddles and all those things, and eventually I'm learning more and more about them, and I'll eventually know how to do those things. But for now, I chose to use what's called the wheel strategy, which I feel like is one of the best, if not the best, strategy to use if you're beginning in your options trading journey. Now, there's a few things to know when it comes to options trading. One of those things to know is that every time you make an options trade, it's going to be at 100 shares of everything or anything that you buy or sell. So the first step that I took when I was learning how to do options trading was that I sold what are called cash secured puts. A cash secured put is when you have money in your account that you have as collateral, and then you sell the options to buy a certain stock, 100 of them by the way, at a certain price. And I'm going to share with you in a minute what that looks like actually in the app. So you sell the option to buy those shares at a certain price. So let's say a stock is selling at $10 and you want to buy it at $9. You'll sell an option or a cash secured put to buy that stock at $9. Well, it's times 100, so you need to have $900 available in your account as collateral in case you get to the point when that option expires, which is usually every Friday. So you pick the day you want that option to expire. If you want it to expire this Friday or next Friday or 2 or 3 weeks or 2 or 3 months from now, you pick the day that expires. And so if by the time your options gets to the point where it's the expiration date and that stock is not hit $9, you don't get to buy it because you sold the option to buy it at $9 or less. If it's $9.50, you just keep what is called the premium. So if you don't end up buying the stock because your option expired, what happens is you collect the premium and you go on your merry way and you do it again. Now, let's say, for example, that you end up buying the shares. Let's say that you had an expiration date of this Friday, and this Friday the stock is trading at $8.50, and you had that option to buy it at $9 or less. So you're going to buy 100 shares, or $850 of your dollars is going to buy those shares, and you're now going to have 100 shares of a stock that you put that option in on. Now, if you want those shares, that's a fantastic thing because you got a really good deal on some shares of stock. If you didn't necessarily want those shares right away, what you'll do is you'll turn around and you'll do what's called a covered call. A covered call is when you want to sell your shares at a certain price. So you sell a covered call for the option to sell your shares at a higher price. So let's say that in our example, you bought 100 shares at $8.50. So that's $850. So when you go in to do a covered call, you'll pick an expiration date, which is a Friday coming up in the near future. And then you say, I want to sell this stock at $9 or $9.50 so that you can actually sell the stock for a profit. But even if you don't sell the stock for a profit necessarily, you're still making money because you're selling the option, and that option will give you a premium which you get to keep. So you always keep your premiums. Whether you take possession of the stocks or not, you always get to keep your premiums. So if you build up 100 shares of a certain stock, you could just do options on that under covered calls, and you could make money like a dividend. So any stock that you own 100 shares of, you could be doing this process with. So that's where you can see the wheel happens. You do a cash secured put. If you buy the shares, then you do a covered call, and then you sell the shares. And then if you want to buy them again, you do a cash secured put, and then if you get the shares, then you do a covered call to then sell the shares. So over and over again, that's the wheel strategy. That's why it's called the wheel. Every time you do it, you collect the premium. And hopefully you're also being smart about when you buy and when you sell and watching the prices of those stocks because you don't want to lose too much money because you could actually lose more money than the premium you're getting if you're not careful. So let me show you an actual trade so that you can see how it works in real time. Really quickly, before I show you this trade, I want to make sure that you know that if you were to open up an account with Webull right now, you could get up to 5 free stocks. That's 5 free stocks that you wouldn't have got any other way. Click the link in the description below, open up a Webull account, fund it with some money, and then you'll collect your 5 free stocks. All right, now that that's over with, let me show you that trade I was telling you about. So this is my Webull desktop account, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna trade SOFI. I'm gonna buy a cash secured put on SOFI. SOFI right now is trading at $7.97. This Friday, I'm going to sell an option to be able to buy for $7.50, and I'm gonna sell it for 18 cents a share. So I'm gonna make $18 just in premium. If I don't end up buying the shares, I get to keep the $18. If I end up buying the shares at $7.50, then I'm just gonna do the wheel strategy. I'm gonna turn right back around and do a covered call and make another premium, and then hopefully sell it at a premium and make some money on the sale as well. So I come up here, I click the button here, I go down, I only have enough money in my account to sell one of these options. So I'm gonna sell one option of SOFI, and I'm gonna sell it at $7.50, and then I place the order, and I hit sell. And now it's in my working orders. Once that thing fills, I'll get a notification that the order filled. So I literally just sold a cash secured put on SOFI for $7.50 at 18 cents a share, so I made $18, and that is for this Friday coming up. So part of me is hoping that the price of the stock goes down so I can pick them up, and the other part of me is hoping that it doesn't go there so that I can keep the money and keep my collateral so that I can keep doing this over and over again. So now I'm going to share with you how to do a covered call, and I'm going to do that on a different stock. The stock I'm going to use is BTBT. I have 900 shares right now of BTBT, and then under the covered calls, you pick what price you want to sell this at. If BTBT, which is trading at $2.82 right now, if it gets to $4.50 on this particular chart, that's the highest that I can sell for and actually earn a premium. Now, if I want to earn a premium on a higher dollar amount over here, then I want to be able to, I have to go further out. So March 25th, the next time I can go, the highest I can go is $5.50 to earn 1 cent. So I have 900 shares of BTBT, so I can sell 9 because every options trade is done in increments of 100 shares. So I have 900 shares, so I can sell that and I can earn $9. And so that will give me $9. Right now, there's not a lot of premium on BTBT, but I want to get something, and something's better than nothing. And so in the wheel strategy, sometimes you have a lot of premium, sometimes you get a little bit of premium. So let's just wrap up real quickly on how the wheel strategy actually works. What you do is if you have money in your account, you'll do a cash secured put. You'll sell an option to buy a stock, 100 of them, at a certain price that you choose based on the cash that you have available for collateral. If you don't get those shares, you keep your money and you keep the premium. If you do get the shares, you keep the premium, and now you have the shares. If you do end up buying the shares, you turn back right back around and you do covered call, and you sell the shares, or you sell the option to sell the shares at a higher price than what you purchased them for. And in the event that you do sell the shares, you make money on the sale of the shares, but you also are making money on the premium that you're getting for the option that you sold to sell those shares. I hope that makes sense. It is a lot to take in. There's a lot of videos out there about how to do options trading, and it takes a while to learn. Practice, practice, practice. Start with stocks that are pretty low, not necessarily penny stocks, but you definitely want to start with stocks that are low so that you can get the practice up, because you don't want to be selling options of like Tesla or Apple or AMD right out the gate, because you can lose a lot more money if you're doing those ones. So make sure you start small, start slow, learn your way through this process, and then you can be an options trader where you're making premiums every week and maybe $300 or $400 a month in premiums. And that's a fantastic way to supplement your income. It's a fantastic way to continue to grow your portfolio, because every one of the premiums that I'm making, as I earn that money, I'm going to put it right back into my account so that I can do more cash secured puts, more covered calls. I'm going to build my portfolio of dividend paying stocks so that I can actually earn a dividend on those stocks. But as I get to 100 shares of those stocks, then I'll be able to do covered calls. You can see it's an opportunity for making money if you know what you're doing and you're wise with your decisions. Don't get too greedy. You can get really greedy with options trading, but be wise, be careful, and you can make a lot of money, or at least some decent money, in options trading. If you missed the last video that I produced, you can go ahead and watch it here. Subscribe to the channel up here, and check out this video up here that YouTube thinks you might like. I hope you have a great day. I look forward to seeing you on the next video.